Hey, okay, so we are back for what will be the final episode of 2.1, and I'm at the house. So, I think it was the end of 2.0, I said, whenever I finish events early, this is what I'm going to work on. And we finished this event with one episode left, so I'm going to not start building, but start experimenting, because I need to know the limits of what I can and can't do. So that's what this is for. Now, I don't know what the best way to do this is. Can I just clear the bar somehow? Is there like a button to do that? I'll just do this. So, something we will be doing for sure is we're going to look at the shop. Posse's shop, which is, I pointed here, it's right there. And look at all the different things, see if we can get inspired from something. But, is this the preset house? Starter house. Galaxy Manor set. So this is going to be a lot of the pieces we use for the house. So I guess let's pop this down and go look at it. I don't know how I'm supposed to place it if I can't see. Looks like it's in a spot where it's acceptable. It is going to be annoying to have to delete everything in this house, because it's going to be 1,000 pieces. So it's going to take me like all day to delete it. But I guess technically I don't have to place it. I can just walk around without hitting save. I guess I'll do that. And also it's got such a big load compared to the other house. We'll probably delete a lot or all of the other house today too, just to make some space. So, I wonder... Something I've been wondering and thinking about, we'll have to find where the staircase is, I don't know where anything is in this house, is how does floor-ceiling work? Is it just one piece? Okay, it's a different top and a different bottom, because this is really wide. Okay, I was thinking about that. So, I think the way houses are built, if I edit... Oh. Never mind, that's the whole thing, so I can't edit single pieces. Let me replace you. I was going to try to select that wall. But I was trying to say... Yeah, there's like full walls and half walls. This is a good example of it. And I think these are the two sizes for walls. Pieces like this, I don't know if it's a single or a 3 though, so we're gonna have to test that. So... walking around, just getting a feel for how they're doing things. No lighting in this house. That's another thing that I don't know how I'm gonna handle. Wow, this is a big house. It definitely is a mansion. Are you kidding? So you can delete... Well, I guess no, you wouldn't delete a piece of the floor. You just wouldn't place it. Interesting. What is this? Oh, it's a balcony. Interesting, that's a door. The top doesn't open, yeah. Is that just... I guess that must be one piece, then. So, you have to have an insanely tall house for that to work. Same thing, I want to see what they do when you reach a point, where this isn't there. If you'll just have, like, a mini slanted roof on top. I assume that's what they're gonna do. Oh, interesting. Got little, like, cut-ins to have, triangular rooms. Are we already that high? I think there's still 2 floors, though. Oh, this is, like, centered on that. That's really weird. It's got a good view of that. I like that, though. You don't have the drop-down be, fully open. I have to keep that in mind. Okay, this is what they did. That's a really good idea, actually. You just make it a tiny, like... Is it called a veranda? I don't actually know what that term officially means. Obviously, you gotta have the handrails the whole way up, but they're separate pieces, so they're not gonna connect here. This is connected because the step itself is all one piece. But once you start and stop the step, it's separate. And it also does weird things with the windows. So I don't know what the solution would be for a thing this tall, window-wise. would you just have to have only... Even the tiny windows don't really work. Because this is a window that would never exist in real life, obviously. And you can't put a window like here. So would you just not put windows on this wall? And then that side of the house is going to be really barren. So maybe you wouldn't want a staircase on the side of the house for that reason. Also, I don't know if this is code compliant. Every building above, I think it's 3 stories, has to have 2 stairways. So there's a different emergency exit if one of them catches on fire or explodes or something. Oh! This isn't even a floor. This is just like a tower. Because here's a door. That's not a door. Oh, it just changes completely out of the galaxy thing into this. Interesting end for the staircase, too, that just cuts off. Can I get out on here? I can. Oh! I did it. Let me up. I might have to use my floating platform. I don't remember how to do it, but I'll figure it out. Very, very steep roof. I don't know how many options I have for roofs. We could go over here to the left wing. Pretty steep, too. That might be all we have. How do I do the trail again? R. Well, that's just the full flying, which is good enough. Let me up, please. It is interesting. Let's take a look at what they actually do at the very top. Can I hit space now? No, I can't. That just does this. I don't remember how to go up with this. I think you just have to look up and it takes forever. I want to see from the top. Let me up, please. Is there anything in here? Like a bell or anything? No, it's just plain how it is. Things I like and things I dislike. Let's go ahead and erase it so we can start just messing with wall stuff. Well, do not save. That way I don't have to sit there and actually edit the whole thing. How did I get a couch on my bar? I guess I never removed that. There's more presets here. You know what? Let's check our presets. I don't even have to place it, because I can just look at it here. I did say, like I said, I'm going to build, like, a purpley house, because a lot of stuff we got is the purple. But, in general, the idea I'm thinking is, the house would be, like, here. There's going to be, like, a courtyard here, and that's where a lot of this stuff's going to be. And then maybe just a path that leads to the mountain. And then when I delete my house here, I'm going to try to just keep this all forest. I'm probably going to have maybe like here to here as the forest. And then this area here being a field. So the horses have an area to run. And I don't know what I'm going to do with... Wrong button? The lake, which isn't visible, but should be right here. Because I don't think I have anything that can be placed in water. It loves putting Momo's throne on my thing here. Cozy, warm home set. That's just a fireplace, right? Yeah, fireplace with a couple paintings. We have... Emerald living room. There's green living room stuff. Not bad. Here's like a bigger garden thing. So not bigger, it's just different. I'll probably will use both of these. I don't know if I'll do presets, because I might want to spread these out a little. This looks a little tight for my liking. Obviously, it needs to be on a path, too. Our bedroom. Very cute. This is something that probably will just be plopped in as is. What are you? Or detective. That's our thing we've already looked at. I don't know the pieces for this, I think. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I crafted them all by now. I used to not. Is this another one? No, this is the thing I just looked at. Did I place this down 3 times? No, I did it out of order. I see. Patissier's workshop. Okay. And it's got a little gingerbread house. So, let me actually place that. Because I want to see if it actually is a cooking location or not. Because I don't know if it will be. I don't think it will be. Like, one to actually use your outfit on. Peaceful holiday set. Cute. Kinda hard to use. I don't know if I'm gonna have themed rooms. I guess I could have, like, a holiday room for each. I didn't consider that. Pretty, like, normal plain stuff, which is usable. I don't know if it'll actually be helpful, though, because the colors are so different. And this is something I plan to place in the animal area. Okay, let's see. Wait. I didn't look at this. Habitat? You go there for a minute. Save. Unable to save right now, you can either open the place, save to the home layout. Checked. Problem decorations. Is it that I don't have these? Is that the run? Yeah. Okay. I forgot that that's how the menu tells you. I haven't crafted a bunch of stuff. I'll worry about that later. I don't know if it's going to actually let me do it or not. But it's actually not that important, so it's fine to not worry about it for now. Preset Smart Brush. So what does this mean? Exterior wall 4 meters. Stock 1. Do I have no stock of this? Stock 0. Full wall brush 4. I was expecting to click and drag. That's why I did that just now. Smart brush. What? Add anchor point. Okay, you have to add an anchor point for it, and that's how you do it. Okay, so is all walls in these little sections then? Do that. And how would I get a corner? You just have to line it up like exact? Like... No, that did not work how I wanted it. What if I put another of this same piece next to it? Does it like connecting to itself? No. Same with the corner. Is there a specific piece for corner? Because I saw this. Integrated interior-exterior wall brush. That's just different front and back. So this is wallpaper for the inside. So the way you're supposed to use this is to do it like this. You just go as close as you can to it. And I meant to anchor, but looks like it's correct. Same height, and it puts it halfway in. Okay. I see, I see. What else is in this menu? So we do have a couple different sloped roofs. I double-clicked. V. Not the right button. I have enough trouble with the keyboard and clicking the right buttons. This is not helping. Oh! Whoa. I don't think it did that when I was doing my walls. I have to experiment with this. But if I go over, it's going to turn into a straight again, right? You can't have multiple turns. It's only one. So, I guess when you reach the end of a wall, you're supposed to cut over. This is a problem. That's interesting. So that's like a preset done thing, and it's still clipping that badly. Our interior wall here. Let's try it with this. So, yeah, you would have to do like this, and then you would pull it out again, and you would have to line it up literally perfectly with this. Which I don't know how you do. Maybe from like this direction? This looks impossible. Building walls looks impossible. V? Let's see how close that is. Never mind, I'm going the wrong direction. Stop going there, go this way. Oh, wow, that's a problem. No, this way, please. Never mind, the wall does not want to go there. It's because it only goes left? Why do you not go the other direction at all? I don't know. Let's try that again. And we'll face the same direction as the first one we placed, just in case that was the problem. Nope, this wall just will not go the other direction at all. It has to go this way. Why? How do I make the wall extend that way, then? I guess I have to be on this side. But if I'm doing the interior, that's not possible. So maybe things can only extend to the right. Yep, that did not go together. They are separated, and there's the weird line here where you can see that I think the right is inside the left by a tiny bit. Let's try again down here to make another connection point. Maybe like there? That time they're too far apart, because I can see through it. I don't know if there's that much ability to put them together, that you can have it that tight. I guess, yeah, you probably twirl it the whole way around in order to go to the left and right. That's probably how you do it. I'm just looking at this, and that's how I'm trying to line it up. I'm trying to match this line and that box. That might be the closest you can get it, and there's still a line there. So you have to have it potentially with this line that's super, super noticeable. That's a problem. That's a big problem, actually. I don't know how you fix that. This isn't as noticeable, so maybe you have to have it overlap, and it's just bad because of the texture problem? No, that's still really bad. I don't know. What is this? An arc brush. I don't know what that... Well, I still don't know what smart brush even means here. It's just like some weird things that were on the top of the Galaxy house. So I guess we need to keep experimenting with this wall and find out what is going on here. Is this one sticking out? Yes. Is there any stick out from these? I need to not be selecting them here. That's the problem. I can't pull out my camera. I'm trying. Right here, you could tell that it's not exact. The symbol is messed up compared to what it should be right here. But it looks like it is the correct level to the previous one. Like, the same forward distance. They don't have as big a gap here. I want to change the time of day, but... Let's try this again. anything on the screen that looks like it's telling me it would snap. Never mind, wait, there's a snap in the options, isn't there? Hang on. Structures. Enable snapping. Placement range close. Single rotation distance. Single movement distance. All collisions. Ground collision. No collision. Maybe that's our thing. Ground collision only. Enable snapping. Confirm. And let's pull out a new piece to see if that does anything. That is... definitely in something else. Well, those are grouped now, whatever that means. I thought I had a brain blast. I don't know what collision settings means then. No collisions. No one's allowed to collide anymore, not on my watch. What did I just tell you? Excuse me. Are you colliding right now? You're kind of not? You're doing the half-in thing. Why are you guys allowed to be half-in stuff? That's weird. Maybe this does work, though. Never mind. Does not work at all. Is it the same on both sides? Should be, I assume. Maybe... no. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, because the other side gets messed up and there's still a line. I was thinking maybe they're supposed to overlap, because the symbol kind of almost looks like it does. But when you click and hold, it leaves this little thing. So you have to match that when you do your design. Or else the singles are going to stand out even more. Okay, let's get rid of all this random garbage, change the time. Back to day. So we have... oh! I left my parapal and run. Well, we'll do it here. So, the walls are interesting. So, I've mentioned that I don't want to build anything off camera. That's why I'm doing all this testing stuff on camera. I might mess with the walls more off camera, just to see if I can figure it out, or maybe I'll, like, look up a video of someone else building walls. I can't see. I swear it didn't used to block your vision. Is that a new thing? Oh. I'm just so good that I never hit the bad guys, so I never noticed that. Just how it is. But, yeah, I'm in a weird spot right now. I do have mail, too. Okay, just Mirror Journey. I might look up a video of a person building the wall and see how they do it. And then from there, maybe it'll help me figure out what I want to do with the walls. And that's like a technical thing. So I'm not too worried about that. I don't think I need to know how any of that stuff works. I assume the placing all that stuff is self-explanatory. I need to put some walls back down so I can mess with the... not something I need to test right now. Placing ceilings. Can you just float? Can I resize you? I did unlock that somehow. I just don't know how. You are clipping into the ground. Cannot place while hovering. You have to be on something. I don't have anything. Go be on this tree. I need to figure out how to do things. Interesting. I cannot turn you anymore. I can only turn you this way. Middle click? No. I don't know how to do that. Why was that like that? I guess leave that. 3-axis scaling and rotating on. Multi-selection. I just selected something. How do I unselect something? Too far apart to select together. Just get me out. I don't know what I'm doing. Wrong button. Okay. Bed about to be rotated. Toggle rotation, reset rotation. So that's rotating it by this. And then this is to reset it. Control middle click, it resets it. Rotate this way. Then rotate on the Z-axis. Then rotate on the Y-axis. Cannot place while hovering. My bed can't hover. So sad. Zoom. Okay, zoom is big, tiny. So that's as small as I can get it. That's as big as I can get it. My Titan bed. And then reset rotation again. We do that. Can I place two of you so I can compare sizes? No. Observation deck. Oh yeah, this thing. Let's look at how big you get. That's a Momo deck. That's a big girl deck. I guess let's use something to compare the size. So you are... Let me rotate you. You're like 2/3 of the bed? And then you are... maybe like 1.5? So maybe it's about 2 times this... No, maybe it's like 80% bigger from smallest to largest. So maybe you go... If this is normal, it's like down 20, down 20, and then normal up 20, up 20, something like that. Toggle zoom. Left control plus Q. Zoom Z. Oh my goodness, you can make things flat and tall. I did not realize that. Zoom Y. I can make it a thin boy and a wide boy. That is insane. It's overlapping with me. I didn't know it was that level of adjustment. That makes things weird. What happens if I adjust a wall? Can I adjust a wall? I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, Mr. Wall. You cannot be adjusted, which makes very good sense. But I need to figure out how roofs work. So I need you to exist. And I need more of you to exist, which is the problem. So it's like that is like the best you can do? To like here. Oh, anchor points. I see. You just place more anchor points. I understand now. So you have to do the whole room in one go, but it lets you do the corners properly. Perfect. Okay. That one corner is messed up, but does not matter. Let's do floors and ceilings now. See if we can figure out how this works. I have to find the actual menu for it. Here it is. Structure floors. Is there a structure ceiling, or is that just the combined one? Fences, roofs, other. Some staircases. We will mess with staircases too. And whatever this is. Oh, the outer cornering. Don't need that. Window. Okay, so it's a wall piece, but I can't just plop it in, right? Am I able to delete? No, because that's a whole section of wall. So how do I do that? I'd probably place that first. Let's try that. I don't think it's going to actually work. But the idea would be that place the wall like here. I multi-selected again. Unselect. And I know I'm not using this bar down here. Okay, I do have the wide walls. It's just in the other menu. Corners. Wide wall. That is just all brick. I need fancy. Oh, archway. Let's put an archway next to it. So do you snap? You have the texturing line, but you do kind of snap into place. The texture line is really bad, though. Is it because it's an outer wall and you're not supposed to be on outer walls? What if I place another one of you right next to yourselves? Yeah, you are snapping. It just has the line. So I think you have to accept that the line will always be there, which is really annoying. But I think it's beyond my ability to fix. Now, how can I make this into a room? Let's see if we can figure that out. So I would grab the walls. I have to line it up like this. Then I anchor point. No. Anchor point. You can't anchor because it's a end piece. I have to grab this. Hold on. So the brush is the one that can be combined like that. The other pieces just can't be. I see how it is. So I would do it like this. Place. 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 And I didn't use a corner piece. Does it work the same? It doesn't. So I need to get the corner piece back out. Okay, I think this works better for me than the brush does, because I do not understand how that brush works. Like, I get it now with that stuff, but with windows, it's just a problem. So this is the non-problematic window way of doing things that takes a million years, but it works. So this is probably how I'll actually have to build the house. But let's do this. This. Probably correct. Let's... Stone Galaxy Wall outer corner. Is this really big? Oh, it's really, like, tiny. It's a half length wall. I need the corner piece. Go. This probably won't work. Yes. So when I want to do a diagonal, I probably just do it with this piece. And then I put... Do I have a diagonal cornering over here? I do not. So this isn't really going to do it correctly, right? No, that is not even close. Delete you. That kind of works. This obviously needs to be down more. Why is it so high up? That's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be on the ground. What a weird problem. Edit. There we go. So it'd be something like that. Is probably how I would do the corner. I don't see a specific piece for it. And same with like this. And you. Good enough for now. I want to do my ceiling with this weird wall mixed in. So, in here, foundations. I don't really understand how foundations work and why I would need them exactly. So, if I feel like I need the foundation, I'll worry about it, but I wonder why I would need this. I guess it's so you can place this before the walls without flooring? Or do I have to have foundation for my flooring? Medium, large, and a corner piece. And that's outdoor. And the corner piece, I assume, just fits the thing over there. So it's to stop grass, probably. No, this does stop grass. So what would be the purpose? Wrong button. It snapped to the halfway point of this wall. Kind of. No, that's through there. Let's try with the smaller one, so we can see the snapping easier. That looks like it's poking out the back. Hang on. It's not. It's probably halfway into the wall. Let's see if we can make it work with these guys. Go here, please. See how they all connect? What do I have my settings on now? Ground collisions only. Let's try that. You. You. I love how they're all slightly twisted where I don't want them to be. Why is it so hard to get it to lay down? What am I trying to aim at, I guess is what I should ask. The edge of the block, maybe? Yeah, I think that's how we do it. You aim at the edge of the thing. Nope, it seems pretty inconsistent. Down here. And here. I feel like that works. Now, how about in here? That's a problem, too. Going through these weird things. Can I have it interact with the floor to finish the pattern? Like this, and then this. That looks like it works. Okay. There's no trim at all. I don't think there's a way to add trim. That's why this looks weird, because without trim, any wall looks weird. I want to mess with staircases. Let's put you... I don't know how to tell. Okay, that's where the line is, so it lines up to that. That's really hard to manage in the moment. Wow, I made the thing the correct distance for the staircase. This is outdoor, right? That's the terrace, the stone steps. Stellar, short, and handrail. Never, I wanted to put that on my bar. And my handrail. And that on my bar. Can I combine this on here? It doesn't look like it'll actually do it for me. It's because there's no wall? Is that the problem? I don't have things to, like, look at to do it. So I need something here? Because, like, right here, it's almost at the correct spot. Wait, I got it to snap, I think. Oh, those are different angles. So you can make it work. You just have to, like, be in a weird position where you kind of force it. There we go. Okay, I'm understanding that better. Can I snap diagonally? I can. Okay. And is there another way I would want to snap, like this way? It's hard to tell if this one's getting there. I'm gonna fall off. There we go. I have to remember I can do that. Okay. That makes sense to me. So staircases don't seem too bad. Oh yeah, railings. Number 5. Because you guys need railings over here with the way I placed you. But these railings are meant for the other steps, not you, because you're like a combined thing. So I guess these are only placeable if they're against a wall, because you can't put railings on this side. But this thing... Oh! Could this only get railings on this side as well? It does not like... Yeah, it hates this. Okay, it is possible. Never mind. I'm tilted weird. Like that. Come on, you can do it. There you go. So it is possible to get railings on that side. They are floating, aren't they? They're half on, half off? Why? Those railings are not. Why would these be half on, half off? Are you supposed to put something on the side of the steps? I don't know what it would be, though. Where's our steps at? They were in this menu, I think. I don't have a piece that looks like it would be that. Let's try putting a roof on here. So I would take it up to here. Let's click there. And let me put a couple, and then we'll go try to build like a room on top. Never mind, that's not how you do it. It's that. Why do I have 300 of these, by the way? 7. Oh! Don't look at that. You know what? Let's try F10 here. Let's up our placement range. Never mind, it's already on far. Because I'm having trouble getting close enough to place things. Start generating floral path. I don't remember how to do the floral path. That's my problem. And then I do that. And T. And then 7. Yeah, this thing is way harder to use than just flying. So, let's think we'll stick with flying. Cancel that. Delete that. No. Why is it not... For some reason my R is blacked out when I'm standing there. I have to be, like, in the air for the R to be viewable. There we go. Okay, that was a weird menu problem. Let me up, please. Let me go into my backpack and make this not 7, so I don't have to sit here and touch it over and over on the keyboard. How well does this go? Pretty badly. You can see it on the side there, but not exactly on the top. Again, where does it want me to look? I don't know. Feels like it doesn't want me looking anywhere. little nicer when I'm standing on it. Okay, let's place some walls on this now. You do snap right onto that. Okay, so it looks like that will be a non-problem then. You're just gonna snap right on to look properly. Corners are interesting. I didn't see a piece that was actually a corner piece that would go on top of this foundation, though. Because I know there are pre-placed ones in the house. It's all our trees. All our rocks. I'm not worried about doing stuff like this, our slopes, until we worry about the animal area, because the house itself's going to be flat. None of you I need to worry about. Siding? And wallpaper. Very tiny wallpaper block. How are you gonna work? You're not snapping into the ground either. So, V? Why are you going that way? Stop it. It's only for these little things. They like broke my game. And you can't go at a diagonal probably, yeah. I don't know what the point of you is, Mr. Wallpaper. You seem very useless. You're also not, flush, maybe? No, you have a gap. We need, trim, please. I need trim. I don't know what the half-wall length stuff is for, other than literally half-walls, like, outside your house. And you could have, I suppose, like, a, what are they called? Like, a bar area? The thing in the kitchen that would, like, stick out? You could have that, and maybe you would wallpaper one side. Let's put some siding on our stone wall here. See how that goes. I think further away is... Why is it going inside the wall? Right there? Maybe that's why I need foundation. Because of that floatingness. I see. So can I... Because I put on ground collision, so do I have to take off ground collision? No, never mind, have all collisions. We're figuring things out. It's a slow process. Flat edge. So I need you to be in the ground, please. Why are you floating? All collisions far. Allow floating. Off. Structure. Oh, it's in this one. All collisions. No collisions. All collisions. Single movement distance 1. Placement range far for structures. That's a problem I was having. I was not understanding the furniture structure difference here. Then let's do this and pull it back out to see if it adjusts it. Why can you not go underground? You are foundation. Is it because you're an edge piece? Is that the problem? You go underground? No, none of you go underground. No collisions. I had it opposite of what I was supposed to do. Oh, and now you definitely are far. Okay. Maybe you do need to be close. Do that. And that. Okay, maybe not close. Let's go medium. How about that? And then pull it back out. Okay, that's a little better. So I put you here. And I hold the thing to place multiple. And now I need central ones. Are you a corner? You are a corner. Let's put you on the bar here. You I only need one of. Do you snap? Of course you don't. That's a problem. Why do some things snap and some don't? Is it on here? Snapping is enabled. Ground collision only. Let's try that. Never mind, it's the opposite of what I want. Why do you not snap into place? That's so weird. And 6. If you guys snapped, it would literally be perfect. Because look, because it's not snapping, they're offset. It's not actually lined up. And over the course of a whole house, that adds up fast. Now I need my flooring. And you're the same size as the foundation, because you're supposed to be used on it. But for some reason, you do not go on top. There we go. Never mind. I guess you have to be close. Never mind. Exit out. Go back in. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. So that's how that's supposed to be, and now if I put the wall, it won't float. So, Mr. Corner wall, you don't snap onto foundation. Why? Why are you flying? Do I need to go back to medium? Is that the problem? Why are you fully underground now? Oh, this is an outer part. I didn't realize that, actually. And then our walls. Which is, I guess, you. Turned. And it's halfway in. No flying or anything? Okay, so that's the point of foundation. So stop that flying. Don't look at that floor. Interesting. This is a potential solution for corners that I don't actually hate. I don't know if it's intended, though. But I think it does work. Delete you. Let's not save this.
Good job! Our home.
And you know what? Honestly, it's the same distance to run. Let's go over to our normal house over here and see if we can take a look at if there's any diagonals on it. I don't think there's diagonals on this house. I think the jutting out things are not diagonal. And we'll also take a look at our crafting menu while we're over here. I think we've done all of the main things we need to for our figuring out how to place things. Because would that be a half wall? Like you'd put the line here and then you put one more on top. Maybe that's how you do that. This I don't know how to do though. So is this stair its own piece? With the thing here, I mean? No. This is just a triangle piece. I don't have triangle pieces. Everything else here I think makes sense. Other than... Okay, that's just lighting up the window. Let's go out here real quick. There. Get rid of you. Yeah, you just leave that blank, that's fine. I've been up here before. Yeah, this looks pretty normal. There's not any pieces that I think are placed interestingly. Like, this is its own piece. And when I delete it, it's just gonna be that it goes up onto the wall there. Oh, the curtain's separate. It's nice. Okay. Nothing we have to do in here. But let's fix that real quick to just go look at our crafting menu. I have some things done. Give me you. Let's look through. See what we have. A lot of benches. This stuff, we got our bed, obviously. Seems like we have like the Chinese wall theming, which is going to be hard to use, but I'm going to try to have that. The idea of having seasonal rooms is interesting. It's cheap enough, I'll make that. What is this? Parasol. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff is going to be used in the animal area. What about in here? Take me to the top, please. Bibcoon stuff. A lot of paintings in this area. What is this? Wooden basket. What are you? Base mat. Heat-resistant, stain-proof mat that gently cradles sweet and tempting desserts. So that's the things you eat off of, I think. Like, you place them on the table to eat. Owl statues. More stuff for the animal area. Stardust crystal ball. And a sun. A wall ornament. Golden hoop. So is something in the center? I don't know, actually. Oh, and the woven dryer. Tool made for drying things. Woven to traditional techniques. This log post supported on all sides is steady, convenient use, earning even the sun's favor. I still don't know what it really means. We got it from Lumira's place. I think her name is Lumira, right? Pot belly vase. And this is our structural stuff. So this stuff's really important. So we're going to have to craft 1,000,000 of this, so I actually will have to pay attention to what it costs. And it's going to take me months to grow it all, but that's fine. Once I have an idea and I know what I need, I can... We'll test that too. We'll see if we can save it to let us tell us how much it needs. When we go into like that problem menu in the crafting, we'll see if it says like you need this, 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 and I can write it down and then come into this menu and write down the materials. We'll test that real quick. Looks like it's all the pieces we had before. Where is that staircase though? That I'm using in the main room, the double back staircase. Ooh, maybe it's not a double back staircase. Maybe it's the single one. It probably is. I'll have to try to delete it real quick. That's everything there. This is our paint, which we haven't messed with. I own 1,000 of you somehow. I don't know how that works. And our food I never use. And our animal things I haven't crafted because they're really hard to craft. I can craft a couple of those. Uses like all my pin bellies. Where are you, staircase? Come here. You're a solid thing. You are not separated. Why can I not craft any more of you? I don't have the recipe for this staircase? That's weird. I'm probably okay with using the other staircases in my house, so it's not like exactly an issue. So what stayed behind when I did that just now? It was these pieces. They connect really badly here, actually. The railing was part of this staircase. That's why it doesn't look scuffed like the other one where it hangs off the edge. Maybe there was a better way to place that other one. Nothing unusual about this. What was I going to test just now? I was going to move something. I already forgot what I was going to move. You're not safe. Oh no, I forgot what I was gonna do because I didn't do it immediately. It was in here, wasn't it? It was... not foundation. Something before the staircase I was gonna do. Not in here. Not down here. Yes, okay. Good, good, good. I remember. It's really important I remember this because it's a really important thing, actually. I want to place things I don't have to see if it tells me properly. Okay, I have reset everything. Tells me properly what I need. Stairway to heaven, please. Never mind. You can only stairway to heaven sideways. It is what it is. So, if I do this, and I hit save, I'm so scared to hit save. Hang on. Let's try to hit Y. Island schemes combinations. I'm gonna hit save. That's the, like, 50 thing for selecting this? Is that what this is? No. I don't know what that is. Let me unselect you guys. This is to move together, right? Yeah. That's fine. N. Recover from stuck. That's fine. L. Okay, here we go. Problem decorations. And it's these that I don't own. Is this to buy it? Spend astrolites to instantly craft this furniture. Like, the astrolites aren't the problem, the materials are, I think. Hang on. How many is this? This is... 6, 12, 13. Let's click this to craft one. I know it's a waste of astrolites, it's fine. It just gives me that. And let's go see if I have the ingredients to craft this. Stellar staircase short. I have to leave the menu. Stellar staircase short. Staircases. Staircases? You. I need to find something I can't craft more of. Something I can't craft more of you guys that I don't have many of. I can't craft more of you. Perfect. Okay. So that, price was just the speed-up price. For whatever it was, like 30 minutes an hour or something. I don't know how long it took. So I need to test these guys. Because you, I cannot craft more of. So if I do this... I can't multiple place you guys. And now... I don't know what button I pressed. This? Problem decoration. Instantly craft. It just lets you buy the ingredients for stuff. That's useful. Let me go read... It probably used the 10 I had. Did I just save? I don't remember. I might have accidentally saved that. It didn't. It fully bought all the ingredients for it. Interesting. That's pretty useful to know. I'm glad I know that now. And, I can do the thing I talked about, where I place a bunch of stuff, look at the menu, and then just write down what I need from it, and then I can go grow it, or if I have the astrolites, I can buy it. Although it's not ideal. Posse, I need to check your shop as our final thing here. So, when we first got the update, I think we scrolled through this shop, but we'll do it one more time just to see if something jumps out at me. Because these are all sketches, so I do have to still craft them. Like, I want, this, for sure, because that's very useful. The flowers, I'll only have to buy them if I really need that particular type of flower somewhere. Probably will need that. Basic home decor. This is the staircase, isn't it? The sketch is probably in here. Oh, and here's our triangle walls. Panoramic windows. Maybe a foundation I like better. Corner staircase. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. There's some good stuff in here, actually. I do like that foundation. We'll have to mess with that. Good fence. Maybe a fence I could use for the animal area to separate stuff. This I'm not going to worry about pretty much at all until I start on the animal area. Interesting, you can buy big trees here. Enhanced home. A lot of paintings. So it'll... If there's a specific room that I'm not liking the decorations I have, I'll have to come back to that menu. I already have the big bed, which is probably what I'm going to use. Sink. I have my big sink thing already. I haven't crafted it, but I just have it. Geometric shapes. It's sketches for the shapes, too. That's interesting. Ring block, dome block. But I guess it's just to place objects mid-air. So you would take this and you would put it like under something. Like maybe you would put this piece behind a wall. And you'd place something on it that poked out, and then you would place the wall in front of it. And that way you'd have the object on this, so it was at a weird angle? I guess that's the idea behind these shapes. My thing with it right now is, I'm gonna ignore them until I run into a problem. And then I have to remember they exist, and that they're problem solvers. That's the idea I'm going into the shapes with. So, if I'm trying to do something... and I can't get it to place properly, I have to consider the idea that those blocks might be the reason I'm having trouble. The yellow sofa is very funny. And comfortable home decor. Is this our final one? I think geometric blocks was the final thing you unlock. I think this is the level 10 one. A bunch of yellow stuff. I don't particularly like yellow. This is fun. Leafy sofa chair. I'm buying those. It's furniture I can place in the animal area. Honestly, not bad. And I feel way more comfortable now. So the reason I said in 2.0 or 1.11, whenever I talked about doing this episode, the reason I want to do this is because I need to design what my home actually looks like. And I'm going to do that probably over the course of the next month or two. I don't know what program I'm going to use. I don't really have any... Ignore that. I don't think I have any programs that are good for floor plan drawing. Back when I used to draw floor plans, I would do it with paper, like in person. I've never done digital floor planning. So, I don't know. I guess I could sketch it on paper. I don't really want to, though. So, maybe I'll find a program. I don't want to do it on, like, paint.net. That feels like torture. So, I'll look online, see if there's good floor planning things, and I'll come in here on my own, now that I've looked at everything once, and I'll create a unit of measurement, basically, where I'll say, like, that this is a 1. And that should mostly line up with how things work. The fact that things have edges like this probably aren't a problem, because it would... Let me line these up here, if I can do it. I think it's easier if I stand on this. I think that's what we found out. If I stand on you? No. From this side? Please. Because I have, like, medium placement on. Yeah, so the fact that there's half blocks shouldn't matter. But I do have to remember it. That, like, walls are half blocks. Still. I'll create a basic floor plan for the whole house and figure out how many floors I want, how many rooms I want, where I want staircases. I'll measure the staircases and all that, so I am comfortable knowing, because these are like 2 blocks wide, right? These are 2 1/4, maybe? No, you are 2. It's just because I was underground. Yeah, 2 blocks wide. I'll figure out how tall it is compared to a wall. I'll do all this math off camera. That's why it's going to take me a couple months. And when I have the floor plan, I'll probably start building it. Like, all the building will happen on camera. But the idea is that I will come with, like, some photos to show of what I've drawn and my general idea. And if I design a house that takes 2 years to build because I have to get all the materials, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going anywhere, hopefully. The game's not going anywhere, hopefully. So, we'll be able to build a super house. One concern is load, and that's complicated. So I'm going to have to assign all the pieces size and load so I can do the math, because it's 500,000 or 600,000, right? You know what? Let's head to the house after we drown. As a real quick final thing, let's just go delete a bunch of the house and see how much load that gives us. I know the hills and all this also is adding load, and I do want some hills. A little less, because the large animals, it's a little rough with this much hill. But let's just delete a bunch of this and see how... Actually, no, we don't have to. Wait. I know how to check how much this gives us, because it's literally a preset in our options. I don't have to do that. You're a 26,000 load house. And a house that has, like, 4-ish stories with no interior decoration, because this has interior decoration. I don't know if this does, actually. I said that, and I have no reason to believe it does. Is 26,000 no interior? 26,000 is no interior. Okay. Back out of here. So, what would I say? It's gonna be like 25 to 40, maybe 40 to 50,000 load per floor of my house with no interior decoration. And interior decorations, what are their general loads like? Maybe like a 500 average. So, how many pieces of decoration do I think I'll have a floor? Maybe 1 to 200? So another, like, 50,000? So, if I am expecting every floor to be about 100,000 load, and then I need extra load to be able to decorate over here, and there's some load I can't get rid of, which is, like, just general mountain and all this stuff, I could probably only do, like, a 3-story house that's fully decorated. Now, maybe my math's a little off there and I could do a 4-story, but I have to get... How much are ceiling tiles? Like, sorry, roof tiles. And foundation. Foundation's not bad. Carpet's not bad. Stairs aren't bad for some reason. Okay, you're not bad. This stuff is, but it's because it's the window. Yeah, I guess it's... I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 75,000 to 100,000 per floor. And I can probably do 300k for the house, and then I have to stop. So I think I can build a 3 to 4-story house, and that's it. So that's what I'm gonna do in my mind, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, I'm gonna consider this a big success. I want to take a funny photo, actually. We're gonna put a bunch of random stuff together. I need a couple of you. And then, like this. And a foundation block under you. And I want some walls like this. We're creating a funny construction-y picture here to symbolize we've started construction on the house. I'm not going to be able to save because I don't have this many pieces. I need to select things I have the pieces of. Never mind, I can do it. I have all these. That's funny. Cannot be used on the home island right now. I'm on the wrong version, aren't I? Scheme under review. Never mind, that's why. When the scheme's being reviewed, it doesn't let you take a photo because they don't want you like to draw something bad and then take a picture of it and be like, oh, look, they let you do this in the game, when in reality they don't. Interesting that it pushes my hair up like that. There we go. It's a little better. Something like that. I have glasses on, so it's kind of like a weird pose for that. But how do I want to angle it? Maybe like that. It's kind of fun. Can't get too low because this leg's up, which is a problem. But I want the silly ceiling in there a little bit. That's pretty poppy color-wise, but it's a little rough for me. Where's the light actually coming from right now? I think it's right. We're gonna do very, very mild right lighting. And a little less vignette, we don't need it. The rare less shadow. You're never gonna see that from me again. Don't get used to it. Brightness can go down a little bit, actually. Now, I have to frame this. I don't hate that. I wanted the trees out of this corner. That was a big thing. Maybe something like that. I do want to put a snapshot because this is funny. I'll have to delete this snapshot later because it's going to be annoying to have the snapshot sitting here. Because my house isn't even open. I'll leave that there for fun. I'll delete it later. But yeah, I still have 0 likes on my island. And because I didn't open my island when the new feature of the island visits first started, people probably don't even visit islands anymore. It's probably like a forgotten feature at this point. So, it might be at 0 for literally ever. But my idea was I didn't want to open the island until I had a house built, because I didn't want it to just be my default island. Even though I've changed a couple miscellaneous things here and there, it's not anything serious at all. It's super, super minor things. So, once I have my house built, I will open it. And that means it's going to be like another 6 months of 0 likes. But I'm happy with how this went. I think I got all the stuff I wanted to test done. The only thing is our behemoth endings, which I'm going to throw in right here. Okay, so I had to quickly do those because the time was running out for the event. But just throwing those in there just because I said I would. Oh no, our birthday thing is gone. Very sad. I hope they do eventually add a way to cross the river. It's annoying that I have to teleport over or do weird flying things, but whatever. Same with this area. I hope they add a way to change things here, even if they don't let you fully customize it. Because the main thing is I want a path to connect to this path. And, like, out to here or something. Because right now, it's just like this grassy area, but I could potentially have it be all stone going out if they let me connect to it. But, if I walk here, you can see. You can't edit this. So, it's just little things like that, which might be changed over time. I assume there'll be a big update to the housing system at some point in the future, once it feels outdated, but for now, happy with the episode, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Bye. Hey. Okay, so, we are here, summoning Rosette. Earth shake, heavy footsteps draw near. So, we have our smart girly. We had our strong boyo. Now we have our super smart girly. Wisdom woven daily. All its talents were devoted to wisdom. Each time it triumphed through cleverness, it wagged its tail with pride. It often relied on its internet. Listen, I just started recording a second ago. I can't talk. It often relied on its intellect to navigate perilous cliffs, and these small victories gradually shaped it into a thinker in its own right. Mr. Bird. Look at that. S intellect, and I actually got A emotion, too. Obviously love the board game thing. And doubled up on that. Interesting. I think that's just a mistake. I think one of these should be the foot thing. I think it's a foot thing. How do I see the big image? There we go. That's a scary place to be when there's behemoth on the top. But this was still when Rosette was little, so that's okay. Very fun. Hello, hello. Interact. I must pet you. Come down here, Rosette.
The plants sway gently when the wind blows. It's like Itzaland is alive and breathing.
So how do I pet you? I was able to do it last time. There we go. It's your arm I pet. I don't think I can pet your face. I think it's too high up is the problem. So I think it counts as a full pet if I do that. And I can't climb on you to ride unless I do... There's a button somewhere for it. We found it last time. I'll figure it out again. There we go, as you stand behind them. Where are we, by the way? I should look on the map. New home item crafted, by the way. Are we in the same area? I don't actually know. I think we are. I think the house is right over there. It looks like it, because I think that's the teleport area. Because this is the second behemoth I've raised. I don't know if the summoning happens in a different spot or not, but it looks like it's always the same spot. Because is that our home? Right over there? I still can't see. Yes, there's the entrance. So you always summon them in the forest right there. Which is very cute. I know one time we had a girl... Oh, are you stuck, Rosette? Okay, no, you're good. We had a girl take a picture somewhere else with the behemoth that had accessories on. And I don't know what the deal was with that. But, more of those weird leaf catchers. And this is where the little walkway stops. We can ride our behemoth over to here, but then the path is blocked. Thank you for the ride, Rosette. You can go have fun now. You can go live your life. I don't remember if there's a button to tell you can go home or not, but I can't pet you anymore. Okay, Rosette, I'm gonna go raise your little baby. Hang on, how do I do that? We teleport away, and then I think I go into the menu, and I have you drop off your kid. Oh no, you're still over there, okay. Hang on, let me run in here so I can activate the menu. Give me a second. Wrong way. Welcome, new friend. So this one is going to be... emotive... Is there an emotive curiosity? There might be, so I'm gonna do that. Yes. Coming from over here again? Yes. Sound of the recorder, heavy footsteps. And there's the little baby. Hello, little baby. I did put on my outfit for raising behemoths again. There we go. I don't know what I'm gonna name you. Oh, and there goes Rosette. You can meet again when you grow up, little one. My third behemoth to raise. I have to go up here to name you now. What is it gonna be? I'm probably gonna alternate masculine, feminine names. Your mommy's Rosette. Your name is gonna be... George. Is that how you spell George normally? I don't know, maybe you'll be a weird spelling of George. Name cannot be changed later, that's okay. You might have a weird spelling of your name, George, but that's okay. I did also figure out the pet hug animation for the little babies is like a face rub. Because we never got to do that originally with Ralph. But now I shall begin raising George. And George is going to be a turbo emotive boyo. So Ralph was all strength, Rosette was all intelligence, George is going to be all emotion, and George's kid is going to be full curiosity. So I will be back when I am done raising George. Okay, George has been raised. We're going to go meet with George.
The earthiness of the soil, the sweetness of the spore drops. The wind here carries so many different scents. You can only find moments like this in Itzaland.
Oh. And George was emotional, so we have boundless heart for this. Like flowers like rain. It distilled perception into a jar of sweet syrup, seemingly able to sweeten bitterness, yet a lack of strength prevented it from fully savoring life's flavors. It listened safely to the whispers of wind and flower, secretly envying those who forged paths, measuring the world with their mighty claws. And this one, I almost got 2 A's. Whenever I do get all 4, I don't know if there's going to be more than 4 endings. If there's going to be endings for getting 2 S's, or I guess technically maybe 4 S's if it's possible with like buying the things in the shop that boost you. If you bought like 1 billion of them, maybe. But for now, my plan is to just get all 4, which obviously you could tell because there's probably, I assume, only like 10 or 15 minutes left in this episode. But let's check the video. Picture. Oh, friends with the Mr. Snail. Look at how soft and happy George is in this picture. Insane. Adorable. So yeah, curiosity is going to be my final one here, because we did strength, we did intelligence, emotion, curiosity is next. Where are you at? There you are. What are you doing all the way over there, George? Come on down. And then after I pet you and ride you around for a minute, you have to go have a daughter so I can raise her. Pet.
The plips and plops of raindrops are so nice to
Every
fall
time
asleep
we
to.
get that line about the plips and plops of raindrops, it makes me think it's gonna start doing a Dr. Seuss song. Okay, let's go run down the path. It's raining. I don't want to be out here too long. But, oh, there's a friend over there. Too many inputs, by the way. Please try again later. I wasn't even touching my mouse. I mean, opposite. I was touching my mouse. I wasn't touching my keyboard at all. So very impressive that I did too many inputs. Oh, it was a butterfly. George, you got rid of the rain. You saved me. It was only raining over there. How do I should probably break those. I keep forgetting. I think I've gotten them already. Yeah, you can drop me off here, George, because I have to be in this area to get my book back. And I'll recall you in a second, so hang on. Let me walk up here, and then I'll call you again to bring your kid. Right there. Welcome, new friend. I forgot to check what I'm gonna do with curiosity. I think emotion and curiosity go together. I think. Talent points, max 1,000, 3 endings achieved. And what does quick growth do? Age in months is halved, but the stats gain remain the same. Yeah, once we have that, I might try to get pets that are doubled up with endings, but it's not something I'm gonna do anytime soon. It's like a long-term thing that I'll mess with in the background. I don't think there's gonna be endings for it, but there might be. Where it's a different thing if you get 2 things together. The main thing I was worried about is just getting 1 of each. Oh, here they come. George, I don't know what your daughter's name is. I'm sorry. I should have been thinking about that, honestly, because I raised you yesterday, and I didn't want to record before bed, so I'm doing this right after I got home from work. Hello, hello. And I realized when I was raising George that the things I bought that decorate horns and paws and all that, apparently they last forever. You can just keep using them. George, you were supposed to go away. You weren't supposed to be standing there. We doubled George. Okay, I gotta go now. Hang on. I was supposed to break those things. Hang on. I remembered. What? Are you kidding? You're hiding in here? That's a crazy hiding place. Ooh, I do like it. I feel like this is dyed more silver. I don't think this bottom part is silver naturally. Is it wet? It looks shinier than I expect it to look. Let me look at it in this thing. I guess not. It might just be that shiny. And what is the... I don't know what the particular sock is, and you're in the grass, so I can't see your shoes. Obviously, we know the sword. This headpiece... I know it was recent. What outfit was it? Down from the top. I don't think... was it the church one? It would be in Eats a Land, I think. Might be a 1.11. Is it you? It might be you. It's hard to see in this menu. That might be you, though. Very fun place for the photo. An interesting choice, too, because it's such a bright outfit, and you have such high, like, contrast on you compared to the background. I don't think you have any lighting on, though. Yeah, I don't think so. Interesting that this here, I think, indicates that you actually aren't holding the sword. You're doing the pose for the sword, which makes sense because it's such a good hand pose here. But this is the actual pose in the camera, and it has a sparkle effect when you summon the sword. Very cute, though. Very interesting place to put your snapshot. Okay, okay.
Nikki, can you hear me? Yes, but...
Sorry about that,
sorry about that. All this wind is making my ears itch.
Your father does not want to leave.
So bad.
He is really attached to you. Starting weight, by the way. I haven't been paying attention to that. I assume they're all about the same weight. Don't look at this. The episode this is in goes up tomorrow. I'm recording this, and then I'm going to have to raise this cutie, film that today, edit it, and it goes up on the 28th. Don't look at that. So we need another name. Like I said, I should have been thinking about this. Do I have my internet open? I can really quick. How would I spell this name? I am Googling how to spell Janet, by the way, because I have no idea. Oh no, there's multiple spellings of Janet. I'm gonna go with this one. J-A-N-N-E-T-E. That's how I'm spelling Janet today. And we're just gonna, J-A-N-N-E-T-E. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Yes. Hello, Janet. And, like I said, you get to dress the same as everyone else. This is the behemoth raised by me decorations. So, I am gonna go raise Janet, and I will be back in probably like 2 hours to film the final reaction for your Curiosity Max, and I'll see if I can get emotion really high. What's the thing over here? When you buy these, I haven't looked at it in a while. What do you guys do? Yeah, it literally just adds 35 of a stat. So if you save up enough of these by just doing like 50 runs, you can max all 4. So, I don't know. That's the type of thing you probably Google to see if there's an ending for getting multiple things to max. But my priority, I'm going to get max curiosity, see what happens. So, I'll be back.
Earthiness of the soil.
I am here for the final one.
The wind here carries so many different scents.
I realized something.
You can only find moments like this in Itzaland.
Oh. Sorry, hang on, Jeanette. 1 second, then we'll read your thing. I wanted to mention this because I was in the middle of a thought and I might forget. I realized, in between the last behemoth I raised and this one, I double-checked my file, and I don't think I actually gave a spot. Or if I did, I don't know where it was in the episode that I was supposed to insert all this. So it's going to be at the end. I don't know if it was like a weird spot in the middle where I said, okay, now I'm going to put the behemoth stuff in, or if I actually just forgot when I was filming the last episode. 177, I think is what it is. But, yep, this, all of these things I've been recording, which I think is 3 videos. I think it's 3 added on. They're going to be just thrown in at the end after I already said bye. So we're going to have to do another outro in this little recording right here. That's the real outro. Which is good because I have a couple things I want to say at the end anyway. But Jeanette is done. It is our curiosity full one. And we'll talk about some interesting things I saw while I was doing this. And 2000's doable. I wasn't trying to hit 2000s here, but it's super doable. I could have hit it if I tried. Chasing aspirations. All its talents flowed into curiosity. After every enthusiastic adventure, it would leap and dance in joy. Though it loved danger, it only caused risks through the mists, leaving its growth like a ship adrift from its intended course. That felt weird to read. Very cute. Like hopping. Not even running around. Very nice. All our little friends traveling with it. I said it's, but it's a she, is what I decided when they were born. Same as always, same as always. But, hello, hello. Please come down, Jeanette. So, I think the last episode was actually recorded like 2 hours ago. I think that's what I said whenever I left. The actual raising of the behemoth, not on... Oh, because I already pet,
I love how refreshing the cool raindrops feel.
Earlier. Your father's George, right? I mentioned this whenever we did the first behemoth, but it's the same behemoth model that spawned in and spawned out, so you can only pet once per day. Oh, I wanted to ride you. Hang on. I'm sorry. I think I can even if you're standing up, though. Yes. So. We are now officially done the normal endings for behemoths, but I was talking about just a few minutes ago in the episode that there might be endings for getting multiple S-rank stats, and I believe I am right. I was looking through the menu to see if there was things I needed to talk about other than just going to see Allison in our like final segment here, and I found some stuff to talk about. And here we are. Gonna hop one off. Love you, Jeanette. I will really quick actually bring your son out. I don't plan on raising him anytime soon, but just to have him. I did not plan for this. And I should, because I'm gonna be going for a double. Which one was it? Was it emotion that wanted strength? I think so. Like, in the dialogue, they were saying they wanted it. So I'm gonna do a attempt at a 2000 using strength emotion. I think it's gonna be possible. If I chose the wrong stats, I'll just, like, kinda use this as a throwaway training to do a different thing. But I will not be doing this probably within the next month or two, because I'm gonna be focusing on other stuff. I just want to get it prepared. And I'll show you what I mean with the stuff. I also didn't think of a name again. Jeanette, what's your son's name? Hello, hello, cutie. We'll see if we end up accidentally glitching out the thing again, like we did last time. I haven't closed and reopened the game since then, so it might happen again. Well, bye-bye. But when the cutscene ends, there's probably going to be one still right there. Yep. Jet, you were supposed to walk away. That's very funny. Okay, okay, okay. We'll name you, and then I will go do all my miscellaneous goodbye time stuff. I think Jeanette was only like 28 kilograms. I think you're a big boy. You're Craig. Spelled C-R-A-I-G. No E's, no other letters in here. This is just Craig spelled like this. Hello, Craig. And guess what? You get to dress the same as everyone else, because that's the stuff I own. It is fun, though. Here, come on inside. This will be your home for months, potentially. I will eventually raise you. I'm sorry that you have to wait, though. Okay. This is... I want to mention, I think this is done now. So I did end up getting this done. I figured I would get most of it, but I got all of it. So everything here, everything here. We're going to go talk to Allison in a minute. But this is what I was looking at right before the episode. We will get this done. But, where is it? Forced perspective of the behemoth fawning standing on Momo. Behemoth fawning on Momo's head. It is what it is, Momo. I'm sorry I had to put you through that. Where is the thing? Evolution ending. This is what I saw. So, I assume this means double S, triple S, or quadruple S. So, I assume it's possible. Complete one dye session at the home of the Saintess. I wanted to go look at what this was really quick. So, I think... I was just looking at it a minute ago. I think the construction segment of the episode was maybe like an hour, 20 minutes or something? And then I think I recorded 15 minutes or so for the first two endings, and then I have this. So it's going to be another 2-hour episode, which I was expecting when I was filming these endings for the stuff that I would pop in, it would be 30 seconds of me just reading it, and then I would leave, and that would be it. But turns out I had some extra stuff to talk about. So what is the dyeing I'm doing here? Is it something inside? Because I've been inside here before. I just haven't done any activities in here. I think there was a couple books. And I have my bed. Dye. Pick flowers and paints from the tray and place them onto the canvas. Use the tool to stamp and dye the flowers and paints to the canvas. The bottom right corner shows a preview of the final flower leaf rubbing. The top right corner allows you to undo stamped plants, clear the canvas, and view past works. Oh my goodness. Works. I can save 18 of them. This is a thing, not for this episode. Because I want to take my time with that. And if I do it now, I'm going to rush. I want to try to make, like, a real thing out of that. So it's going to be its own thing. I just need to remember. So let's make a little marker in front of my house. That says, do your dye stuffs. Okay, and let's go back into our menu. Does that actually count as me doing the dyeing? Probably not. Which is fine. I'm going to ignore this stuff. I'm going to ignore this because I don't really want to redo it. This I can craft in a second because I have the materials. We get our little cute hat. Thank you. And we're about to do the Allison stuff. And we're not going to get to the end of this, but again, I don't really mind. I'm gonna lose 100 diamonds for not doing this, but I just don't want to do endless mode again. That's all I would need to do to get the rest of the stuff, but I'm just fine with missing it. I think we're ready to go talk to Allison. She is back over at the home. Honestly, I think this was still an okay episode. I think the building stuff went way better than I expected. Now that I've been sitting on it for a day or two. In the moment, I was feeling weird about it because I had a lot of trouble with the UI. Or, would you call it a UI, probably? I don't know what that building interface would actually be called. It's not a UI. I think there's a different term for it when it's like that type of interaction.
Now that
where
I've turned big, all
in
the
space,
shrivelings
not
look
on
so
screen.
tiny.
I just don't know the
Be careful
terminology.
not to step on them by accident.
Allison, I came up the scary way. Don't worry. And I am here to get the rest of your stuff. Thank you. Thank you. And I have to go to the menu to get the final reward from you. I always forget about this down here. Luckily, it does put the thing on the screen to remind you. And that's the last of that I'll get. So, yeah, like I said, I'm fine with not getting more rewards for this. There was a thing down here. Is it you? There was a thing in here that said new, and I clicked it, and I read this. I still, right now, even though it's on the screen, I haven't looked to the right. I'm literally, my eyes are trained on my mouse. Like, my life depends on it. I have not looked to the side at all. And that was true earlier, so I don't know what it is over there. I assume it's the same outfit from this. The black and white, but I'm about to find out. I'm gonna look. Ooh, I think it is. Because it's got the black and white here. A fan. A hat like that. The back looks a little different, but I think it's just because it's being held up by wind. I'm gonna say this is the same outfit. What would this be? Is it going to be like a wind bending kind of? It's going to be like a movement thing? Because that's what the fans being flown about makes me think. So whatever the exploration puzzle is wind-based. Is going to be my guess. I don't think it's going to be wind dancing, because this isn't much of a dancer's outfit, at least by my thing. Yeah, I think it's going to be like a traveler. And it's going to have wind powers. And is this just like an advertisement thing? Character token system. Drawn yet. What is this? Step into Wanshang realm. Is it another realm like the Danxing Island? It's not like a place in our normal world? And explore 1,000 identities. Life's many facets, all defined by a single token. Join the event to get some stuff. I will not be doing that. I wonder if the Wanxing... Would that be Wanxing? Shang? The way I remember this right here is I always think of Shanling from Genshin. But that's not how you pronounce it. It's... Shang? Is it Wanshang? Wanshang? That might be it. Please, already problems. Let me hear someone say it. I think it's Wanshang. The Wanshang realm. That's gonna be so hard. Please, someone pronounce it for me. 1,000 identities. So I don't know how much of this is about just the event and how much of it is the stuff. This also makes me assume it's gonna be a 31-day event. Which is interesting. Because I assume this is going to end the same time 2.2 does. But I am not worried about this stuff because I would probably click this button and then have to do it on my phone. And I can't read text on my phone because my eyes are too bad. So I will not be doing that. But we got everything done that I wanted done realistically. And I'm so glad we had the extra episode to do the construction stuff because like I said... 30 minutes ago, maybe, in this episode. Probably about 35 minutes ago. It'll probably be a month or two, and then I'll start placing foundation for the house and show you, like, a basic floor plan. I don't have that, like, tight like, I'm not dedicating 2 months from now it will be done. That would be the hope. If it's a little later, it's not like a huge deal. I do want my house done because, like I mentioned, my island's not open. I'd like to have my island open so people can come visit, even if no one uses the feature anymore because it's pretty old now. But still, I want to do it. So now I know I did the outro earlier, but I'm gonna do it again for real this time. I'm not gonna record more stuff to throw in the end. I promise. This is the final thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Bye.